It's Weekly Draws with Plio! What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look for the new Kamura Wand because I'm so excited to have physical attack increase high and then magical defense increase up to high when your HP is 70% or more, which is always at the beginning of the fight, plus this Cura. Now my wish list is going to be Electro Cannon, because I like this boost magical ability potency plus magical attack. I need more copies of Feather Gloves. I actually don't even have it, and I would like to have at least 2-3 copies, ideally 6, right? Overboost 6 is always the sweet spot. Pressure Reach is a fantastic support weapon. I have still Bald Eagle, but of course Zack is way better than Lucia when it comes to ice, and it could give me 62 physical attack and ice potency, plus this ice resistant decrease. Mithril Type 0 Katana, one of the OG weapons. I just want one copy because then I will overboost it, overboost 10 this weapon. And then Ceremonial Sword, fantastic for sub weapons, you know, physical attack and physical ability potency. Let's go into that. We have 130 tickets, and then I'm planning on saving after this crossover. I'm probably going to skip plenty of banners. Well, let's see how much I will be able to. But I'm thinking in Vincent it might change completely my gameplay once he drops. I really would love to have him as a permanent unit. Nice, we got a copy of the weapon I didn't even have. Very good. Feather Gloves. Yeah, so when Vincent comes, I would love to have him potentially perhaps as a permanent unit, but it might be as well that I just go into the first outfit and then I stop there. Like, we will see what happens. The key thing that I'm realizing about this game that I wanted to share with you to see what you think, right, is that I'm realizing that Ranked has changed completely. Like, we used to have these dungeons where the mobs were really interesting because they will help you have more ATB. The buffs were a bit clearer, like you either go for full boost to your score or the little boost to your score or nothing. Now the ranked has changed and we have this like multiple permutational options where you have either you go all the way 900% or like close to there. Really nice outfit. The thing that I'm realizing on ranked though is that you need to have one element where you are really good at that element. So the thing I like about Aerith weapon is that it will help in all the elements as long as you bring physical attackers. Now the key thing is that we have seen the Electro banner twice, Tifa and Zack, so you can choose to be really good at Electro and that's fantastic, but if you are also good at Ice, for example in this new ranking event, that's it. You don't need to be good at Electro and Ice. It's enough if you are just good at one element, and I pretty much really like that. I really like that because I think it's a smaller investment, although at the same time it's a bit harder because before, let's see if I'm putting my thoughts correctly. Before, in the dungeon ranking, you have the whole map and you have the rotations, etc., and then you were trying different like rotations, different paths, but the score boost was the same, and even if you didn't have the element involved, you could still have like a really high score. Now the challenge that we are seeing now is that you really need to be exceeding at any of the elements that are in the ranking at that time. So in a way I like that. The thing I really don't like of the new ranking event is the, well, which is not new anymore, the new style, is that they require stamina, and this is like goes back to the point that I was making a few weeks ago. I don't want to be the person that only complains about the stamina, but I want to make something clear. If the ranking event, you want to repeat the ranking event as many times as possible, right? So by adding stamina, then you are reducing the chances where people are going to play. So I'm not gonna buy this. I'm saving now, well on a budget. So then, that's the thing I don't like. Like before, a dungeon was free for all players and we could try as many times as we wanted. Now we cannot. Like, it's not free for all players. You need the stamina. where yeah, okay, every player has stamina. I get that, but I will prefer the previous system, and I don't know if this is the approach that they want to continue with, if they're gonna gather some feedback or something. I will, so let me make it clear. I really like that we have two options now, two paths, either one element or another. But that could have been implemented in the same dungeon system. You could have had two final bosses. Either you go for the boss that is Electro, or you go for the boss that is Ice, for example. So you could have done the same, but also add the complexity of the ads. I really like the ads, and also add the complexity or the gameplay of like moving through the map, because that was fun to see. It's fun to see your units and moving them. Like if not, it's just like screens and screens, but not really enjoying the movement. I don't know. What do you guys think about the new ranking event? Is that something that you like? Are you really enjoying that? Would you prefer to go back to the previous ranking? Yeah, I'm a bit conflicted because I really like that now you don't need to be good at all the elements. You know, if for example, if someone is really good at ice, they can score extremely high and they can be crap at thunder. I really like that. But I very much prefer to have a dungeon where you move around the map. Now that was like such an amazing pool, and I was more focused on the dialogue. So on this weapon, I'm looking to make Overbook 6 or whatever comes. I'm not buying any more red crystals. I'm gonna save on red crystals, and basically I'm gonna save everything I have. Only, so not gonna spend money in the game anymore until I see Vincent, and then after that I will see, like, for sure I wanna play the game. 100% I wanna play the game. But it's about I want to really moderate my investment in the game, so I got all these crossover tickets that I want to use them all. So we have 40 more pools. That was really nice, ceremonial sword. But then after that, I really want to slow down my investment simply because I'm playing Wuthering Waves, and I'm really liking Wuthering Waves. So I'd rather save to have like a unit max out in Wuthering Waves, which goes around 1.8, 1.5 thousand USD. But also because even though I pretty much love Final Fantasy, I'm not convinced about the direction of the game, and because of that, I wanna chill and invest less. You know, invest way less in the game, because I'm not convinced about the things that they are doing on ranking. There are things that I like, as I said, but there are things that I really don't like asking for stamina. And yeah, I just want to see where this game goes. I want to see where guilds go, and I want to see how much love is Vincent going to get, or other units like Kiteseed, Yuffie, even Lucia. I know we have the Lucia summer outfits, which I'm probably going to skip, but still, like, I would love to see her getting more love. I would love to see Red 13 getting more outfits. Red 13 now is a really good unit, by the way, but it's only because of the weapon. Like, if he could have some outfits, he would be top. I think the developers fixed him. Like, they made him really good. Lately, I'm not playing with a healer. In many fights, I can just play with Red 13 as a support and off healer, and it's fantastic. It really does the job. But yeah, I want to see the underdogs getting more love. I want to see ranking being a bit longer. Like, why such a rush? Why only make it like only 7 days or only 10 days? Like, I would love to see that ranking. You have like a few ranking events per month, maybe. Like, just let it go. Let this stay. I don't know. Why so? Why everything is such a rush? Or at least that they release it without lag. Like, I played a few times and the lag was so big that I was like, no, I cannot even focus on this. So yeah, minor things, but at the same time annoying things for a game where you invest so much money. So I'd rather save to invest in other games. Still a whale, but a whale in a different ocean. Yeah, so those are my thoughts lately about the game. I can't wait for guilds, can't wait to see how co-op is gonna improve, because co-op, for example, I'm having so much trouble finding people to play the normal co-ops. Of course, in Discord people are available, but I would love to see that the game introduce something like paid units, so you could recruit a player and then like an NPC, and then we could complete the fight with those NPCs just so that we can play the game more. Or there was like one suggestion in the official Discord. by Edward, and other people have also suggested similar things, which is like make up cost 0 stamina and then don't give us any rewards. That would be fantastic, seriously. That would be freaking fantastic. We want to play the game. And yeah, sorry, I'm ranting again about stamina. All this to say, really like the possibilities that these new weapons are bringing. I'm so amazed by how much power we can do, but yeah, I am a bit conflicted by the direction. Let me see, how far are we? Oh, we are 2 items away from one of these. Okay, let me see if it's worth it, because I have so many copies of Aerith. I used to buy plenty of Aerith packs. So let's see how far we are from Overboost 10. And maybe it will be worth using our crystals, or maybe the weapon parts. Now the thing is, like, I really want to invest now in being extremely focused on one element, looking at the direction. Before I was like going a little bit in the banners, like maybe getting the outfit and then chilling. But now I would rather not even get the outfit. If I go into a banner, I would rather get that element and that weapon max out over boost 10, because it's really gonna make a difference in my account. For example, I didn't have, now I have many more copies of Pressure Reach, but before I didn't. And yeah, it really hurts if you don't have Horrible 6. Well, it's not that it hurts, but it's not optimal. That's what I'm trying to say. So now I'm trying to focus more on optimizing. If I go into something, at least Overbook 6, ideally Overbook 10. If not, skip. Before I was a bit more relaxed, but now I want to be a bit more conscious about those decisions. And I think this weapon, for example, it deserves to go Overbook 10, and I'm going to use my weapon parts rather than investing. Well, let's see if we can get it in one more go. Okay, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. Maybe we can get 2 stamps. Oh, freaking hell! Well, honestly, I think it's better to spend 6,000 blue crystals rather than spending 200 weapon parts. I think so, right? Would you agree with me, or do you think this is a bad move? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's getting. Oh, well, now we're gonna get it for sure, right? But it's gonna be like all right. It's always like that. When you just need one, sometimes it goes like multiplied by 5. Oh dear. So let's get this one. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. So now we can overbook 10 Iris, and then let's see how many we got from Tifa. Let's have a look. How were your pulls? Did you pull on the banner, or was this like a skip for you? Because, for example, I was really thinking about my investment, because I really want to have like 130k, let's say, as the very minimum of blue crystals. Save everything for either Vincent or the next half anniversary, which is going to be the anniversary, and then see how it will go, see what the banners are going to look like, and then I'm just going to focus on one element. So if I see something, for example, let's say water or quake, for one of the units that I really love, also like I want to focus on the units that I really love, and then see if I can make. Oh, I I didn't even get not even 2 copies. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, so that's gonna be my thinking. Like, can I make Vincent one of the units that I always play with? It will depend on many factors, and realistically, that's not gonna be the case because they really want you to play with all the units. That's the direction that they are taking so far. So yeah, let's see how it goes on that point, and then I will see if I wanna invest heavy again on this game, or if I rather just continue playing free to play or low spender. The things that I'm thinking of buying, just to be transparent, is maybe I will get these ones every now and then, because I think it's so useful to level weapons to 120, and yeah, at most maybe this one. Yeah, I think it's really useful, and maybe for Vincent, once they release him, the weapon parts for Vincent, so that I could have his weapons. But at the same time, let's see, because is everything is up in the air, and we don't know any of that thing. So yeah, that's it for today. Did you pull on this banner? Did you go for it? Are you thinking about that? Are you doubting? Did you have good pulls? I'm wishing you all the best. Hoping you having a fantastic time playing the game and enjoying life. My name is Plillo. Until next time, cheerios. Bye bye.